Hi, I'm Clay.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Nyan, and together we're the
NyanCave.
Do we have music?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got music. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Apollo's investigation during Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. This is part 7, and last time we asked,
there we go, much better.
there's something in here, and we're gonna find out what's in that thing. So if you want to find out what's in that thing, make sure to throw a thumbs up on the video. It means a heck of a lot to us.
Oh, it's saved finally. Yeah. I entitled the stream "What's Inside Tenma Taro."
It's about to be the boot of justice.
All right,
Let's
get in on it.
I'll make this good music stop, and we can get back to the
Eerie
Cave
music.
noises. This is my favorite track in the whole game.
Oh, 1 second. Let me just play this.
Oh, Adam! Thank you.
Previously on Dual Destinies, Simon got shock and cawed, Tenma got possessed, LaBelle destroyed and gifted evidence, and Apollo and Athena became chamber raiders without Lara Croft's help. Another day in Japanifornia.
Are we kind of raiding Tenma Taro's womb then?
Yes.
That's kind of weird.
Isn't it?
We're just gonna
Just gonna take some of that whatever this was in this
Adam.
womb here.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Woomy.
Womb raiders.
Woomy.
Wait, there is something
Thanks, Adam.
in here. Yeah, it's woomier than I thought it would be.
Oh god.
It looks like some sort of figure, but it's so dusty I can't tell what it's supposed to be.
Oh goodness.
I wonder what's going on here.
Forbidden chamber figure. Forbidden chamber figure added.
Okay. That's a pretty terrifying statue. I did not expect it to be.
I've seen worse.
Oh.
Like those giant people with the crazy faces.
Huh.
Have you seen them? I think they're in Vancouver.
Yeah. The English Bay, yes. Looks like an old scroll. There's something drawn on it. Unless I'm mistaken, it looks like an old guy. Some sort of monk, maybe?
Oh, gold. That's what's going on here.
A monk? What are you talking about?
You know, people that take walks in the mountains as a form of spiritual training.
Wouldn't that just be a hiker?
The guy in this picture doesn't look like he's doing this for fun, Athena.
Oh, look, there's some yellow thing strapped on his back.
Whoa, it's turning into Tenma Taro.
Ah, it's the story of how a golden slime became their lord and ruler.
Ah. What's this scroll getting at? Is this how Tenma Taro was born?
Well, whatever it is, it's definitely creepy.
OTC. Guess that just about wraps it up. What now?
We should probably talk to some of the witnesses again.
You mean like Mr. Filch and Jinxie?
Yeah, I really want to ask Mr. Filch about the village superstitions in Tenma Taro. And Tenma Taro. And Tenma Taro.
Tenma Taro.
Hey,
Chrysalie!
Just once, I want Wright and Co. to have made photocopies of evidence before confronting their enemies.
Yeah.
At least 2.
Just one.
For taunting and, safety.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice, Chrysalie.
I'm gonna start by the fox.
Tenma
chamber so we can walk
Taro.
our way out.
And yeah, I have seen those PS5 leaks. Who knows if they're true or not? We'll have to find out coming
Is
up.
it a portable device? I swear it's gonna be portable.
It's got ray tracing.
What? It traces rays?
I know, right?
Oh, man.
Man, that's definitely something they can sell. You know, ray tracing is just the new big buzzword.
It really is. Thanks.
Do you remember
NVIDIA.
when what was it, dynamic lighting or something?
Volumetric lighting?
Volumetric lighting. I
Is
think
that what
was
it was?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I remember it was the PS3. I'm pretty sure PS3 or Xbox, and they had examples of dimly lit alleys and stuff with one source of light and how it reflected on the water and stuff like that. It's basically like that all over again.
It is.
Speaking of lighting, Love, Death, and Robots, Netflix.
Good show.
Good show. It's the curse of Tenma Taro.
Or just information, sorry, not leaks.
Oh, you outsiders are ignoring them superstitions at our peril. Mind your own business, will ya? Look at my swagger I got going on here. Ouch! Oh, what's all this about a curse? Oh, Tenma Taro's gonna curse us all unless you stop sticking your nose in wherever it don't belong.
Yeah, Chris has got it. You know, lighting and ray tracing is very important, especially for Ace Attorney. You see the way the light kind of comes in from from the windows there.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I traced those rays.
Stop the investigation. Listen to what them superstitions say.
Right. How about obeying the law before you go obeying the superstitions?
Nah, fam.
Huh? You trying to get my soul sucked out of my body?
What are you doing around your neck? He's mine!
This little guy given to me by my grandmother.
You know better than to go around stealing people's stuff like that.
Help me!
Please. Stolen?
He's thinking dirty thoughts.
I don't think I did that.
No, I can never get
You
married
shush, you shush, Widget. I'm pretty sure I didn't steal you. And the same goes for my bracelet.
I didn't know where he's got that too.
I'm so sorry. Oh, I promise I won't do it again.
No. Oh, God.
He almost kidnapped my sweet little Widget.
The big jerk.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess you can't teach an old raccoon dog new tricks. As long as we wave at him, I guess we should ask him. Where did I get wave from? Should ask him some
the have
questions.
turned into wave.
Yeah. As long as we have him here, I guess we should ask him about what happened.
We have just became wave.
Yeah,
I get it.
Wave.
One word at a time.
I can't believe you did that. It's one thing to steal a pair of shoes, but to steal Widget?
Let me, Oh, yipes! Mercy! I'm a mercy main, so I know things. I can't seem to control myself. It's just the thieving blood running through my veins. Oh, thieving blood? What's that supposed to mean? I'm glad you asked. The infamous bandit Azuki Kozo was my grandpappy. Take a gander at this. What exactly am I looking at? Looks like another one of those yokai to me. Oh, it's none other than the Azuki Kozo. Robbed the rich to give to the poor, he did. And he'd leave out one of those figures at the scene of the crime. Oh, what's more, I'm his grandson, because he's my grandpappy.
Yeah, it checks out.
Wow, you don't say. Thieves' honor, it's the honest truth. The sloshing sounds of Azuki being scraping together in the dead of night. Oh, it's the magical sound of dirty money getting washed clean for giving out to the poor. I'm Azuki Kozo, washer of money, giver out of wealth, reborn.
Forget the money. You should be washing yourself of this nasty habit.
Oh, wait a sec. This figure looks familiar. Like I just saw it. Yes, it looks just like that old dusky figure we found in the Forbidden Chamber.
Forbidden Chamber figure updated in the corner.
Oh my god. Wait, he found it. Oh god. Everything's funny because his grandfather stole something. Hey! What are you doing with that there figure? Oh, this? Well, we found it in the Forbidden Chamber. Well, looks like it'd been there practically forever. Could mean my grandpappy broke into the Forbidden Chamber way back. Hey, that reminds me. He once told me that there's a treasure in that there chamber.
Was.
Treasure?
Hey, Elliot, thanks.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, my bad.
In court, you mentioned seeing Tenma Taro near the scene of the crime. Oh, Sorry I didn't come clean right away, but them superstitions got the better of me.
People of Ninetails Vale sure seem to like superstitions a bunch. I'm not surprised you wouldn't want to talk about seeing Tenma Taro.
Darn right! Them superstitions scare me out of my wits, I tell you. And that's why I gotta do exactly what they say from now on.
So, you plan on staying here in the Ninetails Vale?
Yep. I'm gonna keep living right here and keep with the old ways, just like Grandpappy stole. Them superstitions are like a rule book to me.
Wait, so you're saying you actually believe in those old wives' tales?
Ain't you been listening to the words that I said?
Are you gonna do exactly what them superstitions say? Well, I say that's baloney. Where's the rule book? We actually have it. There it is.
Do not gaze at Tenma Taro. Do not tell others you saw him. Ignoring suspicion will cost your soul. However, there's one way to save it: immediately departure from the thing. Freeing him will bring ruin upon the village. I mean, I guess it could probably be that one. Is that? Did he talk about that though?
Maybe because he's already gazed upon him.
But did he gaze upon him? Because I thought he said he heard him was the thing. But I mean, like, it's not going to cost us anything. So we might as well throw it at him.
Take that! It's clearly written right here. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. So according to this, you shouldn't even be here, let alone talking with us. You said you plan on staying right here in the Ninetails Vale. But if you really believed in the superstitions, you would have been long gone by now. I know you've been lying to me. Time to come clean, Mr. Filch.
Yay, bees!
What do you know about the treasure in the Forbidden Chamber?
Only that it's the greatest get-rich-quick scheme in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there. There's something
amazing in there? Didn't see anything like that, though. Your grandfather didn't, by chance, already steal it, did he?
Seeing how there was one of his figures in there, that just might be. That's Grandpappy for you. I bet he was washed that treasure up real good before handing it out to the poor.
Oh, of course, because he was so righteous.
And soon we're gonna do the waffles for likes. Just get it. Get him in there. It's gonna happen soon.
You were lying about believing in the superstitions, weren't you?
Sorry, but I didn't have no choice.
So what was the real reason why you couldn't talk about seeing Tenma Taro?
It's all that pretty boy's fault, Mr. LaBelle. If you know what I mean.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Do you?
Oh, I know.
Can you explain it to me? Because I don't know what I mean anymore. I get lost in the middle of sentences sometimes.
What's the real deal with Mr. LaBelle? If you know what I mean.
I don't know anymore.
What's the real deal? Well, he is a 33-year-old man, Mayor Tenma's aide. He was supposedly in the foyer with Filch at the time of the murder and has his own line of cosmetics.
Wow, I have
That's
so much in
deal.
common with him, it's not even funny.
Oh, he told me not to say a word about seeing Tenma Taro. Said if I did, he'd do to me what them superstitions would happen.
So it was Mr. LaBelle who muzzled you. Why would Mr. LaBelle want to scare you into silence?
Mr. LaBelle was trying to protect that little maid gal. It was on account of that rumor. The one about being possessed.
That rumor again.
My cosmetic line is only for me. That's why you don't know about it.
Oh, of course.
Once I get rich, though, I'm going to start advertising it, but you can't buy any. I guess we really do have to talk to Mayor Tenma about the possession rumor.
Ooh.
Oh, I got that swagger.
Ouch, watch it!
Ooh, you Village superstition stolen by Phineas Filch. You boom, boom.
Don't be taking this back now. Kinda like family to me.
You could have just asked instead of stealing it.
Was that all we wanted to ask, Mr. Filch?
Yeah, I think that was it. Let's go see Mr. Taro one more time.
Oh, Detroit.
Just thinking about dealing with that yokai again makes me want to say pass.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I think that's like the last thing we have to do.
I mean, like cell phone shoulder pads? Yes! It makes so much sense.
Why did you just get a Bluetooth earpiece?
Because it's called fashion.
Oh.
I don't expect you to understand.
No, of course not. I don't want to understand.
Just use your normal voice.
Pretties.
Plot twist, LaBelle's voice is my normal voice. Lord Tenma, your attorneys are here to see you, your malevolence.
Oh my god.
Why are you speaking like that?
Oh, Mayor Tenma, you've returned.
Yes. Well, Jinxie came by earlier to apply a new charm to my head. It seems to be suppressing the demon within me.
You ever love your daughter so much you pretend to be a birdman?
That's a relief. Maybe we'll actually get somewhere this time.
So, what can I do for you today?
I'd like to ask you about the rumor that Jinxie is possessed.
Ah,
She allegedly left the yokai evidence at the scene while under a demon's power. At least that's what the prosecution is going to claim at tomorrow's trial. Huh?
Oh shit.
Oh.
No match is this wording charm for me.
Oh, the charm!
Tenma Taro's back!
Oh, damn it. Those foolish mortals. They shall regret blaming that child for my doings.
Oh, I blew it. That question brought that yokai back. And he probably won't drop the act until Jinxie's name is cleared either.
You ever just love your daughter so much?
You pretend to be a birdman,
pretend to
get
be a
yourself put
birdman?
in jail.
And yes, he'll get put in jail. I love him.
I'd like to ask you about something your aide Florent LaBelle mentioned.
That's an exploitable face you're making there, Clay.
Did Jinxie know, or did you know Jinxie's rumored to be possessed?
I guess I gotta roll my eyes back too.
Oh no.
I know not of what you speak.
You're not trying to protect Jinxie, are you?
I, Tenma Taro, demon lord of the yokai, protect a mere mortal? Ka 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 ka! No affections do I possess for your human race.
Please. We already proved that there was a third party disguised as a yokai at the scene. But if you deny that tomorrow, we'll never be able to clear your name, Mayor Tenma.
But I have already told you, I do not know of what you speak.
I don't think we'll get anything more out of him.
It's all over unless we can somehow prove that Jinxie didn't plant that yokai evidence.
Hey, Apollo? I think I've got this one. I think I can prove that she didn't do it.
Really?
Sure! I should be able to use psychology to explain the whole possession thing.
Knock yourself out then. Wow, Athena's really something. I really can count on her when it counts.
They're really building her up to let him down here.
Yeah.
The real story.
By having
The
expectations.
real story about Mr. Tenma. Well, I'm glad you asked. He's a 45-year-old man, Jinxie's father and the mayor of Tenma Town. He was found unconscious at the scene of the crime. And that's the real deal with Damien Tenma.
Feels like you're introducing him for like one of those home and garden television shows.
Yeah, no,
I love what you've done with the blood and the feathers. Ooh. It really does just...
really defines the room.
It defines the room as like a really strong
And a little
piece.
spritz of lemon.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. No, like, honestly, it's just a really obscure reference to one of the Treehouse of Terrors on The Simpsons, where Troy McClure is going through all of them, and he's, like, answering fan letters, and then one of them is like, so, Troy, what's the real deal with Waylon Smithers? And I mean the real deal.
Oh.
And Troy, like, sets it up, and then he's like, well, he's like a 40-year-old man, and Mr. Burns is aide, and he likes, these such things.
Yeah.
And that's the real deal with Waylon Smithers and stuff. It's like, oh. You got him.
So how many likes are there? Quickly, tell me. I'm giving you the waffles right now. Mayor Tenma, Jinxie isn't possessed. I believe her so-called possession episodes are a form of somnambulism.
Somnambulism.
71 likes.
Somnambulism.
71
That's how
likes
I would do
on
that.
Somnambulism.
Somnambulism.
A brain slambulism.
Salambulism.
No, you gotta say it.
Salambulism? You mean sleepwalking?
Yes, I believe she's exhibiting a rare form of the disorder. It's usually brought on by repressed stress. Mr. Mayor, didn't her symptoms start soon after she began her job in Ninetails Vale?
When the child visited last, she did speak of dreading yokai and how they rob her of sleep each night.
I knew it! The lack of sleep is causing her to enter an unconscious state. And that means she can't be trying to protect you, at least not on a conscious level.
So then, the Tenma Taro that was spotted at the manor wasn't Jinxie.
Oh, howdy, Lisa.
Sleepwalking, hey?
That would indeed explain the matter.
Look, Tenma Taro's spirit. It's left the mayor's body.
Can you tell us the truth now, Mayor Tenma?
Very well. It's the least I can do for a superb exorcist such as yourself.
Mayor Tenma, you didn't leave those feathers and tracks at the scene, did you?
I did not. Neither I nor Jinxie have anything to do with that. That was the killer's doing, no doubt.
I knew it!
You suspect Florent is behind all of this. But why? Did he really want Ninetails Vale that badly?
Can you think of any reason why?
Looking back, he did seem fixated on Tenma Taro for a spell. Ah! Could it be? Perhaps he was attempting to release Tenma Taro.
That's crazy. Are you saying that yokai is real?
Whatever the case, Tenma Taro brings nothing but pain and misfortune.
And
It's
everything
as
will
the
go wrong.
superstitions warn. You must not gaze upon him, nor free him from his prison.
But how can people actually believe that?
Well, at least we know who's behind this whole Tenma Taro thing now.
Yeah, I think we have another nice. Think we need to have another nice long chat with Mr. LaBelle.
Yeah.
Thanks, Adam.
Athena Sykes, part-time ace exorcist.
Dinner is ready, Your Malevolence. Your dinner is in a different room. An offering to the Demon King. You may place it right there.
The guard just walks up. It's like,
The kitchen crew put their heart and soul into making it. Did they now? Souls happen to be a favorite of mine. Just hold the hearts next time. Ha! 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 Ha!
It's funny.
Yes, Your Malevolence, I'll remember that.
How long is he planning to keep up this yokai charade?
well, at least we know who's behind this whole Tenma Taro thing now.
Yeah, I think we have another nice long chat with Mr. LaBelle. Well, we've already talked to Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma, so why don't we go see Flora and LaBelle next? Now that we know the truth. You won't be able to claim that Tenma Taro was Jinxie or the mayor anymore.
But the real question is, how are we going to get him to admit it was him?
I mean, damn. $1 million question right there.
Right, Chris? He does seem to get along better with the prison staff than anyone in the series.
Right.
Through fear.
April 18, QB Manor, foyer.
Okay, now let's practice that again, Filchy, from the top.
Mr. LaBelle was in the foyer at the time of the crime. And when he heard the scream, heck, what was the next part again? Oh!
You have the memory capacity of a flea. This is the 13th time, you know. Now, 100 times more and we're done.
What on earth are they practicing?
Gee, I wonder, Apollo. Gee, I wonder.
Okay.
I ain't cut out for this. Oh, whoopsie daisy into my dance moves.
Ooh.
Oh, begging your pardon, Mr. LaBelle, sir. It's just all the practice. Yipes!
What did he steal?
Unbelievable. What if you had sullied my outfit with those grubby paws of yours?
Did Filch LaBelle's wallet just now?
So, what do you think they're up to this time, Apollo? Hmm? Oh, it's you two. Eavesdropping, are we? Pff, you peasants are so tacky. Well, what do you want with me?
Your confession to being Tenma Taro imposter, that would be nice right about now.
He is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Caca.
Oh my god, yeah, Chris. Security camera that's pointing right at them also recorded the audio. Roasted.
Mr. Filch filled me in on a conversation you two had. And about how you told him not to say a word about seeing Tenma Taro.
Filchy, you fool!
Yipes! So...
I told you nothing good would come of you running your mouth.
So why'd you want to keep Mr. Filch quiet like that, Mr. LaBelle?
Why, to protect darling little Jinxie, of course.
But Jinxie was never really possessed. She was sleepwalking.
Oh,
Angriest!
Hi, I saw a dead body today. Now you get to wonder how. Is it like that Netflix show? Want to see a dead body?
You know, it's oddly... That's actually like a funny grimdark kind of show, but
Isn't it?
I did laugh a few times. There's a number of episodes. I only saw the one with Justin Long.
Justin Long.
Yeah.
I love Justin Long.
Yeah, when you become famous, people just give you sunglasses. It's weird. Just throwing sunglasses everywhere. It's just like a really fucking weird like improv comedy show or something. I don't know how
It's
they do
really
it.
kind of weird.
It seems like a lot of it's ad-libbed anyways, but yeah, no, funny show. But yeah, no, it's weird how common seeing dead bodies is in a weird way.
What?
I haven't seen one, nor do I intend to. You ever seen one?
I've seen...
You ever seen one?
Ember!
Can't wait to rock this in LA.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we'll see you there.
See you there, Ember. Thank you
American
so
Drake
much.
and Justin Long, yeah.
I've only seen my grandmother
Oh, that's sad.
in a
Wake.
coffin.
Wake.
Yeah, at a funeral.
I mean, I've
You
seen
seen
pictures
dead
on the
bodies?
internet.
Yeah, a few.
Not intentionally.
Ever not at a funeral?
Well, you know, you take take Hastings to work.
Yeah.
You see some shit sometimes.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
The weirdest one was in a forest, though. Not like a forest. Okay, that's not a reference. I was young. I didn't realize that it sounded like that. No, I was just on my way to school for exams, and there was like you know that back hill path.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there was just a dead body lying there.
That's messed up.
I walked that path a lot.
Yeah, we called. We told the school about
Is that
it.
why it was shut down?
Maybe.
You were the one that saw it. Huh?
I guess so. It was me and a couple guys, and
Yeah.
we were like, "You didn't move," so we told the school about it, and I guess they collected it. I didn't hear about it after that. But
Yeah.
He wasn't there when I went back.
Huh.
Whoa.
This has been a dark hour in the NyanCave's history. All right, now back at the game. Being asleep at the time, she couldn't have been consciously trying to protect the mayor. That also means she couldn't have possibly been Tenma Taro.
Interesting. But where are you going with this?
Could have been sleeping. Fine.
Since you asked so politely, I believe you have a different reason for trying to keep Mr. Filth quiet. That reason would be to deflect doubt away from the one person who really was Tenma Taro.
Oh, now this is getting interesting. Are you insinuating that I'm Tenma Taro? So sorry to disappoint, but I'm nothing of the sort.
That's right. Mr. LaBelle even told me Tenma Taro.
I said Tenma Taro was Jinxie, you fool. Honestly, you have the memory capacity of a flea. Practice it 100 times more. Oh, why did I miss that? Sorry.
Please.
Hey, Orpheus. So, have you been called to testify tomorrow?
Yes, and I'm so looking forward to my courtroom debut.
Oh, so are we.
But you'll just have to wait until then.
Oh, I'll be waiting. With a special piece of evidence I've been saving just for you.
I can only imagine Apollo's face while he's thinking this. Just like...
Siberia winks. You know, I'm beginning to think this LaBelle guy might be evil.
What?
Filchy, wake up, you lazy bones.
What? Was I sleeping? Yeah. Must have been that sweet cologne of yours, Miss LaBelle. Maybe made me sleepy, it did.
Hey, angriest.
And to clarify slightly, yeah, it was a real one. Dang, man. I hope you're doing good.
Yeah.
Friend. Oof. I have to sneeze. Well, it's time for your lesson on what to do and say tomorrow.
Oh, I'm begging you, not another lesson. I ain't cut out for this sort of thinking and remembering stuff. Oh! Oh, right up the schnozzler.
Keep quiet and do exactly what I say.
No! Please, anything but another lesson.
There they go. Missed our chance to get the truth out of him.
Yeah, we'll get the proof we need in court tomorrow, one way or another. All that's left now is the lie Jinxie told. Better go clear that up before tomorrow.
You think they're done questioning Jinxie?
Maybe. Let's see if she's over on Yokai Lane shopping for more charms.
Damn. Game flows a lot better this way.
Mm-hmm.
She's got good flow.
April 18, Nine Dales Vale, Yokai Lane. Uh-oh.
My grudge has but festered.
Man, you guys love this log so much, and I'm just not seeing its usefulness at all. Like, you guys are like, oh man, if only we had a log. If only we had a log. Man, wish Clay would use that log. Well,
It's log. It's better than bad. It's good.
Sucks.
She must be possessed, sleepwalking again.
I sound far away.
Oh, sorry, that was me. I did it bad.
Maybe if I speak softly, I won't startle
Sorry,
her
that was me.
and get a charm plaster on my forehead. Psst. Jinxie.
Huh? Oh, hello, Mr. Demon Lawyer. Ah, my charms must have fallen off again.
I can avoid a charm slap by toning down on quartz steel.
Are they done questioning you, Jinxie?
Uh-huh. And on my way back, I stopped here to buy a new charm that was just released.
Yeah, which one?
Oh, the one with the 9 tails fox and Tenma Taro. It shows them dancing together.
Really? 2 bitter rivals dancing together?
Uh-huh. It's a charm for rebuilding burnt bridges.
Oh, right. For the municipal merger issues.
No, it's for the demon lawyer and the insomniac prosecutor. It'll stop you two from fighting like you did in court this morning.
Aww.
We weren't fighting. It was just a spirited debate and... Ah!
No fighting.
No fighting!
Charm slapped again.
Apollo, if you're done playing around, let's find out what she was lying about. Sorry, you're lying, by the way.
What you remember?
What do you remember? Jinxie? Oh, Adam!
I
Oh!
almost feel sorry for Filch. Almost.
Oh, I really appreciate that, Adam. You're a real swell guy, and I swear I'm gonna return that watch I took from you. Okay, thank you.
Jinxie, it seems like you're starting to remember things. You already said that the feathers and tracks weren't there when you discovered the crime. Have you remembered anything else that might seem important?
Like what?
Tell us what you saw that day. Maybe you'll remember something else this time.
When I opened the door, Papa and Alderman QB were collapsed in the Fox chamber. That's when Papa told me to call an ambulance and the police. That's all he said before he passed out in the chamber.
Oh, thanks for not noticing that I took your watch, and that's why you don't wear a watch, Adam.
I knew it. She's holding something back.
Oh, it's Adam again. Oh, thanks so much for the $2.
No fighting!
So Nanako possessing Jinxie. Legit. Do you think it's her fingers that are quivering right now? Go check her fingers and holding the thing. Oh yeah, it was her quivering flingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The very first line.
Gotcha!
Boom.
You were very nervous when you said, "That's all he said," weren't you? I know because I saw your fingers move as if you were gonna slap someone with a charm.
Huh?
Listen to me, Jinxie. This is very important. Did Mayor Tenma say anything else to you?
It was nothing. He was just talking in his sleep.
Talking in his sleep. So you admit that he did say something else.
How could you tell? Only a demon could have such powers.
Damn psycho Lux.
Like I said, he was just talking in his sleep. I mean, why else would Papa say something like that?
Could you be a little more specific?
Before he fainted, he said, "Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed Alderman QB."
He said what?
The mayor actually confessed to the crime?
But he didn't mean it. He couldn't possibly have known what he was saying. He was probably possessed, or maybe he was in the middle of a nightmare.
A nightmare? No, this is a nightmare. This is one statement I wish I'd never heard. What in the world are we gonna do now? Return to the basics.
That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That is a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon. tried to get the nostalgic echo on it.
You
but
did.
it
I
didn't
should have
work out.
slapped an echo on there. Let me
Yeah,
go
yeah,
down
yeah.
to Echo Land and
Do we have a flashback echo?
well, I have an echo. I don't know how
Remember the basics of CQC.
Is this a big echo or a little echo? Say something.
Echo.
Echo.
How big is that echo? Is it big? Is it little?
Right. Just believe in my client, even if all I can see ahead is darkness and despair.
Jinxie, does Prosecutor Blackhole know about your father's confession? Big echo, very big. Big echo. Okay, well, let's see what they can do about that.
He didn't mention it while he was questioning me. I mean, there's no way Papa's the killer.
How big was Papa the killer? Why would the mayor confess like that?
Could he really have been dreaming? Or simply delirious?
Who knows? But I sure feel like I'm living in a nightmare right now. Apollo, what are we going to do about tomorrow's trial? The crime scene was locked tight until Jinxie arrived, and our clients even confessed. Not only that, Jinxie's been accused of planting the yokai evidence. Both the mayor and Jinxie are going to go to prison if we don't do something.
I know.
Ooh.
Well, let's see here. Our lack of a third party in the locked room is a major problem. Jinxie has testified that when she first opened the door, Alderman Cubie and Mayor Tenma were the only people she saw in the Fox chamber. Adam!
Every day's great at Nine Tails Vale.
Thanks, Adam.
You skipped my line.
Oh, yeah.
Chris!
Thanks, Chris!
Which lawyer would have done best in Danganronpa? Athena, because she could use psychological analysis.
Yeah, psychology doesn't work in deflecting knives to the face.
Maybe.
Hey, team design!
Professor Dr. Demon Lawyer.
Ooh, PhD.
The third. But the real killer must have been hiding in there as well.
Considering the room was locked tight, that's the only logical explanation.
Our mystery person must have then fled the Fox chamber when it was opened. And then that's when Jinxie saw what she thought was Tenma Taro.
But Papa and the alderman were the only people there. I didn't see anyone else.
What's going on here? LaBelle's extremely pale, but he's far from transparent. So just how did he hide himself at the scene of the crime?
Nah, Jarrett. I think Phoenix would be like the second one dead. Because the first trial would happen, and Phoenix would go around like lawyering everybody.
Yeah.
And then somebody'd be like, he's too dangerous. He needs to die.
Hey, is this your knife?
Oh.
I think this is your knife. I
Knife.
remember seeing you with this knife.
Yeah.
Do you want it back?
It's got your fingerprints on it.
Yeah.
Also, this bullet has the same etchings, or sorry, what are they called? Ballistic markings as your gun. Bullets are ballistic markings are the fingerprint of the gun. I think it was you.
Was it you? You say it wasn't? I guess I'll sleep on it.
Objection.
Nothing will happen, I suppose. And then something happened.
So just how did he hide himself at the scene of the crime?
Whatever it takes in the courtroom tomorrow, Apollo. We have to take down that dirty, rotten Tenma Taro Florent LaBelle.
Right. Okay, we'll get him with a legal exorcism, justice style. Yeah, Phoenix has gotten hit by a car and fallen off a cliff and just got a cold. He's pretty resilient.
He ate that poison that one time.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah,
has
he got
has he ever been
poisoned one
skewered
time?
by 15 spears at the same time?
At the same time.
April 19, 9:30 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Notable for not being exploded.
Day 2. Court is now in session. All rise.
Quarter
the whole
session
stream
for
standing.
Trial of Damien Tenma.
Apollo Justice, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor.
J-Trev, good question. I know that there was a time when the Danganronpa Cave was running like continuous survival games, including us.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what happened, but it happened.
The Black Demon Knight.
First donation. Due to the fast
No,
approaching
it's first
day.
dono. They're
First
talking-
dono.
First dono.
Sorry, first dono.
First dono.
Due to the fast approaching day that Phoenix Wright will lose his badge, I decided to set up an in-character Twitter account. For fun.
Those are always kind of funny.
Right? I love them.
I hope you have fun with that.
Athena Sykes, assistant defender, is ready too, Your Honor. Je suis prêt.
Yes, we play.
Je suis là, monté.
As chipper as ever, I see. And in French, no less. And, the prosecution.
These shackles.
Very well then. By the way, I asked Detective Fulbright to provide sturdier shackles today. There will be no more of your funny business this time, Prosecutor Blackquill. Now, your opening statement, if you would. I believe it's standard procedure for the prosecution to handle it. I double-checked this time.
Looks like the judge is really brinking it today.
Probably realized how Blackwell played him. Huh. That was one mean game assignment says.
Yeah, His Honor has to fight to defend His Honor today. Yeah, His Honor has to fight to defend His Honor today. Yeah, His Honor has to fight to defend His Honor today.
I'm fighting to defend his honor. Who is me?
I am the me that is you.
Yeah.
Your baldness. It's plain to see that you've always dreamed of delivering an epic opening statement. Oh, I have? I don't know if I'd say that. Why, of course you have. I saw it in your eyes the last time you gave the opening statement. That was the look of one who yearns deeply for the thrill of an epic opening statement. For decades now, you've been watching opening statements from your bench. They were the crown jewels of the court, the one thing you could not possess. Crown jewels of the court. Now, at long last, they are within your grasp. How could you possibly refuse? Oh, so you don't mind if I do it then? I'll make a special exception. Just this once.
Here we go again.
Yep. More Blackwell's mind games.
Well, in that case, I think I might go ahead and make the opening statement myself.
Judge, no.
Ahem. In yesterday's session, we learned the shocking truth that the victim, Alderman Rex Cuby, was the amazing Nine Tails. We also learned that the amazing Nine Tails was a key figure in the yokai craze and anti-merger protests. It was further revealed that upon learning Rex Cuby's secret identity, Mayor Damien Tenma murdered him.
We don't know that.
The fact that the crime took place in a tightly locked room was also brought to light. And the only people in that tightly locked room were the defendant and victim. The defense proposed the existence of a hypothetical third party, but further investigation revealed no proof of a third party who had escaped the room. Ergo, we must conclude that the evidence against the defendant is, well, conclusive. Oh, did I say something wrong? That was quite astonishing. You've truly outdone yourself this time. Oh, one more thing to boast about to my grandchild.
Well, this was not an unexpected turn of events.
Now then, it seems the prosecution has called a new witness to testify. The inexplicable yokai evidence left at the scene of the crime. Well, does that not demand some sort of explanation?
The feathers and tracks. Weren't those left by the mayor while he was possessed?
That was but an act to protect his daughter.
Yes, of course. I had suspected as much.
Wait, did he actually believe the mayor's award-winning performance?
His daughter was the one who planted the yokai evidence. Ergo, the true identity of the yokai in the manor was the mayor's manor's maid, Jinxie Tenma.
Objection!
The prosecution is engaging in mere conjecture.
Who would care for some witness testimony then? You would care. That's who. Yeah. For I am ready to prove that the little scamp is the one behind the Tenma Taro boss.
Witness testimony. I'll bet he means Filch. Creep LaBelle.
Very well then. Bailiff, would you bring the first witness in, please?
Hey, Chrisley!
Reminder, AJ confirms that these trials are videotaped.
So are these streams. What a coincidence.
Mr. Filch, you made quite the hasty exit yesterday. See that it doesn't happen again today.
Ah, jeez, I just don't cut. Yeah, you know, I've been known for my hasty retreat since I was a kid. Bit of a trademark of mine. Haha.
Indeed. You managed to give a total of 5 bailiffs the slip.
Ah, like those amateurs could ever nab me, eh?
I don't know why I have a vivid image of like a Tanuki Mario running away from 5 toads. Just all over the place.
Oh!
I don't know.
Yahoo! Yahoo!
You're not gonna get me. Yikes! Oh, the bird's back. Ah, jeez.
Perhaps we should shackle you by the neck. That would help keep you in place.
No, please. I'm liable to rip my own head off if I start running. I'm so fast. That's what my mom always said. Filch, you're so fast.
Your statement now.
Yes, sir. Yep, you missed the blackhead, sir.
He may beat a hasty retreat, but there's no escaping Prosecutor Blackwell.
Yeah, Blackwell doesn't strike me as the give-up easy type.
Now then, Mr. Filch, your testimony, please. Specifically, the true nature of the yokai you saw in the manor shortly after the crime.
Oh, the yokai is Jinxie. Tenma Taro's really that little maid gal. Ain't no doubt about it. I mean, yeah, oh, thanks. Can you throw me my slipper when you get a moment back there? Oh, my goodness. You're such a kind guy. Oh, thank you. I lost it before. I know, but then I got it back now. Thanks. Thanks, Clay.
How do you lose a single slipper?
It kicked back and there's too far away to grab. I got it now, though.
What goes on under those chairs?
Who knows sometimes? It gets wild down there.
It does.
But don't worry. I mean, the Tenma Taro I saw is just a little thing about her size. But the little run had a big old staff. I seen it when she came into the foyer. Bet you she stole it from the Forbidden Chamber after stumbling onto the crime scene. She's gonna use it to wallop on me, account of my fierce reputation. I just know it.
So, Tenma Taro was short in stature. And
I think it said statute, right?
Oh, SB with the
'cause
four
I think it's supposed to
yay
be
yay.
stature. Stature makes more sense to me, but maybe statute works too. I don't know.
I think it's supposed to be stature.
that's because it was Miss Jinxie Tenma all along.
Oh, you betcha. Besides, all the rest in the manor were way taller than her.
Feigning height is but an easy thing. Just look at Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
But a big ox like the defendant could never pass for short.
What if the Temataro impersonator was walking on their knees?
Oh my god.
That's dumb even for me, I'll be honest.
Or no knee walking. I seen it myself.
Then perhaps that yokai really was Miss Tenma after all.
All monsters are not but tricks, either of the mind or the cheap parlor variety.
Oh, Adam!
Blackwell is totally a multi-class samurai fighter / beastmaster ranger with some dips in monk. The dexterity of those unarmed slashes. That's uncanny.
Yeah, it's definitely fighter druid, I would say.
So, you're saying she created an illusion like one of those magical eye things?
Precisely. Human senses are easily deceived. Take the fellow in the cell next to me. Each night he cries and screams about some ghost he thinks he sees. But, in truth, it was simply the janitor.
Who was dead and haunting him.
Prosecutor Blackwell just gave up the ghost. Literally.
The janitor's deathly complexion and all-white attire are, no doubt, partially to blame. That and the fact that he constantly mutters about taking vengeance for this or that.
That actually sounds like a real ghost to me.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Are we ever going to figure out if that was a real ghost, guys? No? Okay.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Man, it seems like the judge talks more and more as these games progress.
Yeah, they like
because he's a
Judge.
good boy.
Oh, he's really that little maid gal.
Mr. Filch, you and Mr. LaBelle mentioned something about a practice yesterday.
Wow, we're jumping right to it.
Oh, we're going to get him. Do you deny this so-called lesson was about what you were supposed to say in court?
No, you got it all wrong.
Then could you tell the court exactly what sort of lesson it was?
Oh, it was, what was it again? Yeah. Oh, now I remember, Matt, numbers and stuff. It was numbers. I always was good at numbers. 1 plus my hand and you don't have nothing left.
He's completely under Blackwell's control, too.
Anyway, that Tenma Taro was the little maid gal, so what's the difference? I mean, Tenma Taro, I saw just a little thing about her size.
Oh, it's getting on loose.
It's getting on. It's good.
I take it you got a good look at how tall the Temataro impersonator was.
You betcha. I got a habit of sizing people up. I can even give you a primer on how to pull it off. All into the table notch. I got a knack for figuring out where people's pockets are and how much money they have in each of them. $5 for you. And I size them up real good.
He just admitted to being a pickpocket right here in court.
Does the witness hold that this Tenma Taro entered the foyer?
Oh, darn right I do. Mm-hmm. Oh, but the little rhino had a big old staff when it came into the foyer.
Well, you're not gonna brush it all off by claiming the perp was short.
I must have hit a raw nerve, because you ain't that tall yourself.
Rude.
Who's talking, mister? I've got to stand on a box just to testify.
Also rude.
Oh! Anyway, Mr. Filch, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you say the Temataro you saw had a staff?
Don't cross my heart, hope to die. I know, because it was a jingle in the jangle.
And where do you suppose that staff came from?
The staff you say, well, I bet you stole it from the Forbidden Chamber after stumbling onto the crime scene.
I suppose you mean to say that Jinxie Tenma entered the Forbidden Chamber to get one.
Well, I ain't never seen a staff like that in the manor. So it had to be in the Forbidden Chamber.
Oh, really? The stench of LaBelle is thick in the air today.
Jinxie entered the Forbidden Chamber after the incident. Then she took the staff and tried to cover up her actions by pretending to be Tenma Taro. I guess that's what Filch is trying to say.
Could Jinxie have entered the Forbidden Chamber if she wanted to?
There is one thing I'm wondering about. Why did the yokai have a staff in the first place?
Well, I've got my hunches about that. She was gonna use it to wallop me on the account of my fierce reputation. I just know it.
Wallop you? How would the so-called yokai want to do that?
That little maid gal never did like me. I don't know why. She always hightails it when I come around her. She sticks these weird papers on my noggin. I didn't think she was using the Barbies when she was a little girl, so I took them. What?
She probably thinks of him as a dreaded Tanuki monster of the QB Manor or something.
We need to prove that Jinxie isn't Tenma Taro. But I have no idea how we're gonna do that.
All we have to do is prove that it was impossible for Jinxie to turn into Tenma Taro. And that might be easier than you think.
Really?
Now's our chance. Our chance to expose the real Tenma Taro for all to see. What do we have in his stuff to dispute?
It's what?
His testimony? What do we got? Is this what you want to dispute?
No. I'm just looking at what we have. I'm just gonna line it up with this.
Yeah. Just a little thing about her size. Saw in the foyer.
Huh. So I mean, like, we could do the hand cream where he says the Forbidden Chamber thing.
I just don't think I don't think we're there yet. Like, what
I know,
would the?
it seems like a lot. But...
I know. Where would the connection to it be? It's like she couldn't have done it because she wouldn't have had LaBelle's stuff.
Je suis LaBelle. It's always the first ones that are the hardest, and then once it starts rolling, it's easy peasy.
So she... Oh, wait, do you have... Wait, what's Jinxie's testimony say? Okay, after leaving the scene, police... she was carrying... Damn, I was hoping it would say, oh, like my father talked or something like that, and then...
I don't know, man. The only thing I've got is hand cream in the Forbidden Chamber. Like, nothing else really makes any sense.
Okay, stole... Hold it! Oh, okay, yeah. I suppose you mean Gen Z entered the chamber.
I think this is like a big...
Damn, there it is, yeah.
Jinxie entered the Forbidden Chamber. She's trying to cover up by pretending to be Tenma Taro. I guess that's what Filch wants to say?
Oh.
Could she have entered if she wanted to? And I think that...
Staff in the first place.
You can send the key, I'm pretty sure, because he ate it.
Too.
But I was thinking, like, well, then how would we then prove LaBelle did it? But LaBelle was already in the room. Yeah, I think that one... This one, key. Yeah. Only one of a kind, and the
mayor
killer
took from the killer and swallowed. Oh man. Yeah, like
Because Jinxie's not the killer. Like, nobody's saying that she is. So yeah, let's try to send that, and just if we're wrong, we're wrong.
What's the worst that could happen?
Objection!
The music wouldn't stop. It would seem that Tenma Taro was, in fact, not this innocent little girl.
Huh? How do you figure that?
You claim the Tenma Taro you saw had one of those staves from the Forbidden Chamber. But it would have been impossible for Miss Tenma to get a hold of one.
Care to elaborate, Mr. Justice?
The mayor swallowed this key shortly after the murder. He wanted to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber.
What's this?
This key was deep in the mayor's stomach when Miss Tenma discovered the crime scene. So you see, it would have been impossible for her to get into the Forbidden Chamber. In short, the Tenma Taro seen holding that staff could not have been Jinxie Tenma.
Ah!
Oh!
What?
Oh, jeez. There's a twist I didn't see coming.
Oh, but... Then, who does the defense believe was impersonating Tenma Taro?
Our Tenma Taro impersonator is none other than the mayor's...
Objection!
Such accusations beg evidence. Aside from his ghastly appearance, can you prove he is the yokai we seek?
Yes, in fact, I can.
Very well, let's see where the defense is going with this. Mr. Justice, please show us proof as to the true identity of the Tenma Taro impersonator.
Now we is where you want to be.
Yeah. Want to go with this?
I think so.
Yeah, that's it.
Throw the hand cream. Get him all.
Throw the hand cream.
Moist.
We found this hand cream in the Forbidden Chamber. And we know that whoever was Tenma Taro took one of the stabs out of there. In short, this extremely convenient hand cleanser, moisturizer, is from, I believe, whoever this hand cream belongs to is the yokai impersonator we're looking for.
Yo, GD.
But, Mr. Justice, how do you propose to identify the hand cream's owner?
I'm glad you asked, Your Honor. The defense requests a fingerprint analysis on this piece of evidence.
Shouldn't you have done that before the trial?
Correct. It might tell us who it belongs to.
Interesting. So you expect to find the yokai's prints there? Very well, I hereby call for a short recess while we wait for the fingerprint analysis. No need for that, your baldness. We have the prints of everyone at the manor that day. You called, Prosecutor Blackquill!
Could anyone be more whipped?
Fooled, right. Analyze this for prints. You have 3 minutes. Your wish is my command!
You bad.
Oh, well, then I guess we'll just sit right here and wait. It would seem the fingerprint analysis is complete. What do the results show? What in the world?
They're Florent LaBelle's prints, aren't they?
This is absurd.
Prosecutor Blackwell? I'm not gonna like this, am I?
Don't tell me. They're Tenma Taro's prints. Fingerprint analysis has revealed that the prints belong to
Apollo?
Jinxie Tenma. Oh my god.
Oh, shoot. Oh, those are my prints. Oh, jeez. Yeah, my hands were so dry. I had to give them
Phineas Filch.
give them a bit of a, oh, jeez.
Wait, what? What?
Then Mr. LaBelle wasn't the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber?
Objection!
Objection! Why? You tricksy little tanuki. Explain yourself now.
Prince of mine. I did pilfer the ham cream from Mr. LaBelle after all. Yep, I did. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So you're the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber?
So what if I did? Got a problem with it? Jeez, oh, my yipes.
You fool of a tanuki.
Oh, man, I mean, Bobby Rare says it right. How could a thief resist treasure?
Order! Order! Mr. Justice, care to explain what this could mean? Because I really am not following this at all.
Excellent question. The fact that Mr. Filch was in the Forbidden Chamber. Wait a second. Does this mean the Tenma Taro holding that staff was Phineas Filch?
Yipes! Oh, another cat out of the bag!
Is it?
Mr. Filch is Tenma Taro.
What can I say? I was moonlighting as a yokai.
I don't understand. Does this mean Mr. Filch is the real killer?
He can't be, though, because he was watching wrestling.
The witness will explain himself this instant.
Oh, I'm begging your pardon, Your Honorship, but I was just doing what the alderman told me. He wanted me to be the Tenma Taro in the village exorcism ritual.
Oh, you mean that event in the Nine Tails Vale Festival? So, that was you inside the Tenma Taro costume?
Yep, and after the event, I went to watch that pro wrestling program. But it bored me to tears on account of the wrestlers being incomplete jobbers.
So, you didn't actually watch the entire wrestling match?
That's when I looked at the Tenma Taro costume and got a great idea. Nobody can tell it's me when I'm wearing it. And 'cause of them old superstitions, no matter what I do, the villagers won't say a word. Not the villagers, but the villages. All of them around. It's nice.
In other words, you use the superstition to effectively render yourself invisible.
Why did you want to enter the Forbidden Chamber in the first place?
'Cause of the treasure there. Thought that it was a big chance to sneak on in and nab it.
Treasure?
This is the flashback where I tell you that it's the greatest get-rich chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there.
Thanks, Chris.
You went in there not knowing his grandfather had already pilfered it?
Yes, that's one tale that didn't get passed down from grandpappy to grandson.
Wait, how exactly did you get into the Forbidden Chamber? There was a meeting in the Fox Chamber that day. Plus, the mayor swallowed the key, the only key that could open up the Forbidden Chamber door. You couldn't have possibly gotten in.
I could go through the air vent in the foyer. The air vent left, the left of the alderman's picture. I went on in and made a nice little hole. Used that to get into the air duct that leads into the Forbidden Chamber, I did.
You what?
How is that even possible? Oh, wait a sec. Remember that air vent in the Forbidden Chamber? So Mr. Filch found a way to get into that air duct. And that's how he got from the foyer vent to the Forbidden Chamber vent?
So Tenma Taro is nothing more than a cat burglar. Or rather, a tanuki burglar. Ho 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 ho. Clever. Fist bump, Judge.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Thank you, His Honor. And now we're back to being without anyone to charge for the alderman's murder.
Looks like our so-called yokai is nothing more than a one big troublemaker.
Tell me, Mr. Filch, what did you do after fleeing to the foyer?
I got out of that costume right quick. Would have just caused trouble at that point.
And where's that costume now?
Heck if I know. And it ain't my fault if you never find it. I swear that not nothing to do with it.
The police searched every nook and cranny. No yokai costume was left in that manor.
What if it was tossed outside of the manor? Oh! Bum 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 bum. Yeah, no way. Maybe, just maybe.
The defense seems to have hit upon an idea. Well, go on, Mr. Justice. You have the floor.
Okay, here's what I think. Mr. Filch, did you get rid of the costume here?
The window. And then someone took a picture of it.
Floating as if it were flying.
Hey, Serenity.
Serenity. Did you toss it out of the window? Because that would certainly explain why it didn't turn up inside the manor.
You think I tossed it out the window? That costume cost me a pretty penny. So why would I go do something like that?
I can think of a few reasons.
Any bright ideas, Apollo?
Well, assuming the costume really was tossed out from the window, then the next question would be, what happened to it after that? And if I'm right, I might have just the thing to prove what happened to the costume. Phineas Filch, I have just the evidence for you.
You do? That's great news. How's it gonna help me out?
The evidence proves you got rid of your Tenma Taro costume through the window. Adam.
Probably should have said every Tanuk and Nyanny.
Ah, so close.
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bow. Think it's just the picture?
I think it is just the picture.
Yeah, makes sense.
Thanks, Adam.
Thank you, Adam. That was good.
Oh, that's Tenma Taro flying through the sky?
And just how does that prove Mr. Filch threw his costume out the window?
It's quite simple. It's not Tenma Taro in the photo. It's the costume Mr. Filch threw away.
Oh, that's crazy talk. You ain't serious, are ya?
There's a steep cliff right outside the foyer window, meaning the manor is pretty high up. The costume flew through the air. It was tossed out. Oh, that's when the photo was taken. In other words, the photo of Tenma Taro really was a flight of fancy.
What?
Yikes!
Oh my. So there never really was a yokai.
Oh, I can't keep any. Oh, the cat's bagged. Can I still file a claim for the lost costume?
This more than proves the defendant's position. Jinxie Tenma had nothing to do with the staging of the yokai sighting.
Care to raise any objections, Prosecutor Blackwell? None whatsoever.
I was expecting him to be like, yes, all of them.
I'll deal with that tricksy Tanuki after I've dealt with this case.
Oh, jeez.
We did it.
Good going. Now all we have to do is make Florette LaBelle take the stand.
Objection. Sheathing the sword a bit early, are we not?
Huh?
Nothing has been proven beyond a doubt. Take this tricksy little Tanuki, for instance. How do you suppose he was able to exit the Forbidden Chamber?
Probably the same way that he got in. Through the chamber's air vent.
And what of the feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime? They would suggest that the Tanuki exited through the chamber door, not the air vent.
Objection!
But the Forbidden Chamber doesn't open from the inside. So what you're saying makes no sense. Right?
Someone on the outside opened the door for you. Isn't that right?
Yep, that's right. Mr. Blackjack, the door suddenly sprung open.
sprung right open. Who was on the other side?
I didn't get a good look on account of the, sudden glare.
Damn it. There's Michael Bay's back with his damn lens flares. No, who is it? It's the other one.
Oh, what's his name?
He does all the sci-fi
he did
movies.
Fringe and
James Cameron.
No,
No.
not James Cameron.
No, James Cameron did
Who did Star
Alien.
Trek?
Who did Star Trek?
Oh,
Fringe?
J.J. Abrams.
J.J. Abrams.
Yay, Abrams.
J.J. Abrams is. Thank you. Nearsighted got it too, yeah. Damn, with his back, damn lens flares.
So close. Hey, what's up, the Black Demon?
I just realized, doesn't that newspaper break the Vale's rules about Tenma Taro?
I think it's like a general newspaper. I don't think it's a Nine Tails Vale, like, specific one.
And that's also a picture of the picture.
Them city slickers, they don't care about no superstitions.
They don't.
There's just a lot of heart out here trying to break another story. Can I also talk about how glad I am that Lotta hasn't shown up?
For now, you say.
Yeah.
For now, you say.
Oh, like how the reflection from my head blinds fellow moviegoers emerging from the dark.
That's when I snatched the staff and made my daring escape. And then that little maid girl spotted me as I hightailed down the hall, so I tried to, frame her for being what I was so no one would know.
That means the Forbidden Chamber wasn't open until after the crime was discovered.
Wait. We still don't know who opened it.
I know some people love Lotta, no hate, but she's definitely my least favorite character.
Ever?
An Ace Attorney, yeah, for sure.
You liked Creepy Doctor Dude more?
Oh, you love him. He's great.
What a good guy.
What a good guy. I would call him a good guy.
What a good
But
character.
at least he's funny. He didn't annoy the shit out of him. At least he didn't lie. in court.
Lotta lied too much, and that's where I got.
I know.
Yeah.
It just felt like, and again, I'm not going to go into it too much.
No.
It just felt like, I don't know. It was just frustrating, and I understand it was probably supposed to be frustrating, but I felt frustrated, and I was like, I just need this to end or Lotta to die.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Maybe take on a new, job somewhere else.
Yeah. That was me by
Far
the
away.
third game with Larry Butts.
What? No way. I love Larry compared to Lotta. Larry's just too stupid for his own good. It's not his fault. Anyways.
We still don't know who opened it. Maybe there really was a third person in the Fox Chamber.
Also, Larry has a heart of gold deep down. I know he does.
Objection!
Well, you little Tanuki. When the Forbidden Chamber opened, did you see the accused passed out there?
Nope, only one there was the alderman, and he was dead as a doornail.
If the accused wasn't there, what do you suppose he was up to?
I don't like where this is going.
Oh, don't tell me! Plainly, the only one who could have opened the Forbidden Chamber was the accused, Damien Tenma.
That's... Oh! Oh, that's not good at all.
Hold it! Wait a second.
I love Penny Nichols.
There may have been, there had to be someone else besides Mayor Tenma there.
Oh, really? And who might that be?
Oh, well, that would be.
Objection!
My God, let me say it.
It seems our feisty little lass has forgotten the most important thing. Evidence.
Evidence?
I didn't forget. I was just testing your attention to details.
Very nice.
Miss Sykes, you can't prove your point without proof of some sort. It's a proven fact.
Sorry. I guess I put my foot in my mouth again.
No, Athena. We're definitely onto something here.
We are?
Think about it. If Filch was stuck inside the Forbidden Chamber, one of the alibis we heard would no longer hold any water. The defense would like to call a new witness to the stand. Someone who knew Mr. Filch was stuck in the Forbidden Chamber. And by virtue of knowing this, has an alibi that no longer adds up.
Ah, not that insufferable. Aye, well, the court will hear what Mr. Justice has to say. Whose alibi no longer adds up?
The mayor's?
You're right. We should call the mayor to the stand.
Just drag him on. Tell me,
No,
where
well,
were you
actually-
at the time of your murder?
No, that's the alderman. The
Oh,
mayor
sorry, the
is
alderman,
alive
yeah.
still. Thank you very much.
Isn't the alderman basically a mayor, though?
No.
Yes.
Yes?
But they're
Anyways.
different because they have a different name.
This
Kind of
one's
like a president and a
pretty
prime minister
fucking-
sort of
pretty-
idea?
Pretty
Yeah.
fucking straightforward here. He was supposedly in the foyer with Filch at the time of the murder.
You think that's
I
the one?
love how they slide in the
Wait, where
supposedly.
was Fulbright, though? Where is his alibi?
I don't know. But let's get Phoenix in here, though.
Fulbright wasn't even on the case at the time.
Oh, why that's the defendant's aide, Florent LaBelle. Didn't he claim to be in the foyer at the time of the crime?
True. But in his alibi, he also claims Mr. Filch was in the foyer too. However, as we all know, Mr. Filch was not with Mr. LaBelle at that time. In short, Mr. LaBelle's alibi has disappeared.
Oh! Man, we are just slapping Blackwell around right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And we did a good chunk of that last case time too. Or last trial time.
He hit us a few times.
Yeah, yes,
Like,
totally.
I think that we were on the defensive. We just been on the full-on offensive this one.
Florent LaBelle's alibi was one big lie. Isn't that right, Mr. Filch?
I reckon there ain't no keeping that cat in the bag here neither. My God, I got so many cats in so many bags. It was all Mr. LaBelle's idea. He told me he'd button his lip about me breaking into the Forbidden Chamber, and in return he said that we'd vouch for each other's alibi.
Good.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, I didn't want to.
Shame on you, Mr. Filch. Perjury's a serious crime, you know.
Oh, shucks. Oh, mercy, Your Honorship. Mercy. I didn't mean nothing
raise
by it.
my
I just tried to
gavel.
lie. Oh, God. Oh, the Birkin.
I also assert that the person who opened the Forbidden Chamber was, or for Mr. Filch, was none other than Florent LaBelle. After all, his alibi was just proven to be a complete fabrication.
I see. We'll take a 20-minute recess, which I'm assuming is going to become much shorter. After which time we'll see that Mr. LaBelle has to say for himself.
Yes. We're finally gonna drag that slippery snake onto the stand.
In the meantime, the prosecution will question Mr. LaBelle about these new allegations.
I expected Blackwell to be like 5 minutes.
Oh
Oh, me too. Chris Lee, who believe Wright killed someone? Alibi or no?
Wouldn't he though?
Wouldn't he?
I mean, Edward shot a man.
Yeah.
Didn't he just?
Didn't he just?
Or did he? What did Phoenix do?
Merry
Didn't he
Christmas.
almost kill somebody? Oh, yeah. And, I guess if you're this far through this series anyways, but still no spoilers, but...
I think you can talk about the main series games. You really
Yeah.
should have watched them if you're watching this.
It's true.
I just
You
don't want
missed
to talk
them.
about Leighton versus Wright because it's kind of removed from everything.
Certainly. But yeah, when Phoenix was on trial for his college days, the bout with the lightning storm.
Mm-hmm. Power lines are scary shit, yo. Don't go near them.
Yeah.
April 19, 10:25 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 3.
We did it, Apollo! We finally dragged Mr. LaBelle into court.
Yeah.
Hey, why the long face?
I can't help but feel I'm missing something important. Plus, Prosecutor Blackwell is bound to mount a counterattack.
You really are worrywart, aren't you? It'll be fine. That mystery figure who opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch had to have been Florent LaBelle.
I know. That's not what's bugging me. Wish I could put my finger on it, though.
At any rate, Whoa,
The big showdown.
the next big showdown is about to begin.
Hi.
I put my finger on it. Did it just... That was the whole recess?
That was recess.
April 19, 11 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4.
Oh my god, it's the Joker.
Court is back in session. Our next witness is...
Yes? Okay. Yes? I'm acting on behalf of the mayor in this very important manner.
I really hope that his hair color changes throughout the trial.
I had a I was gonna say I had a strange theory that when I was like, I think that Tenma Taro, like I was doing the little postulating. I was like, I wonder if LaBelle's actually very short and he's actually just in a suit.
That'd be funny. It seems the witness is predisposed at the moment.
Surely you jest. I will hold you to your promise, remember that. Oh, my deepest apologies. This is Florent LaBelle, personal aide to Mayor Tenma, or should I say, the accused?
Ouch, like the poor mayor hasn't suffered enough.
Well, what business do you have with me? I'm a very busy man, so let's make this as brief as possible.
Your baldness. All right, Mr. Felch's testimony has revealed a hole in your alibi. And for this reason, you are suspected of having some sort of connection with the case at hand.
Do you think I'd be associated with this entirely lurid affair? Well, I'm not, so may I go now? I have very important matters to attend to.
Oh, thank you so much for clearing that up.
You're very welcome.
I was worried this would go on for a while, but there it is. Okay, bye-bye now. Wait a second.
Objection!
And thanks to Venom Dragon, who has not watched the main series games yet, but this is inspired them to do that.
Oh.
Thanks. Yeah, check out. We played through Ace Attorney 1, 2, and 3, and AA 1, 2, and AA versus PL. I don't think so, Mr. LaBelle.
Witness, you are being accused of perjury. This is your chance to clear the air.
Fine. The truth is I faked my alibi for a very good reason. The mayor was obviously the killer, so I created a fake alibi to confuse the matter.
That just sounds like a crime.
You see, as his personal aide, I felt I had to protect him. Sorry!
This is not a laughing matter, and you can't just say sorry.
Oh, silly.
You go away.
Don't be so silly.
You think this is funny? Without your alibi, you're a suspect too. What were you really doing at the time of the crime?
Peasant! How dare you? You accuse me, one of the most beautiful people of the world.
Stop stalling and tell the court what you were really doing at the time of the crime.
Silence.
Enough jabbering. Can't you see he's beautiful? Therefore,
Thank
he is
you.
not
Beautiful
guilty.
people can't do crimes.
They can't do crimes. Swords have been drawn. The time for talk has passed.
Swords? What swords?
This is a duel to the death. The fate of the accused rests in our hands. Begone, ye of cowardly heart. The battlefield hath no place for ye.
Again?
Oh my.
Spare me, please!
So much for sturdier shackles.
Those chains hindered my vow that heads would roll this day.
This gives keeping your head on in court a whole new meaning.
Will the witness please deliver the accused's death knell? You know of what I speak.
Most certainly. His goose is already cooked. Time to stick a fork in him.
Whatever he has to say can't be good.
As I told Prosecutor Blackwell during the recess, I rushed right over to the Fox Chamber when I heard a little Jinxie scream.
What?
Then, drumroll please, I saw Mayor Tenma opening the Forbidden Chamber doors.
But...
There you have it. The mystery man who opened the chamber door, as witnessed by one Phineas Filch, was the accused. There was never any third party.
Oh, and that's not all. I heard something quite startling there at the scene of the crime.
startling sounds bad.
The mayor, who was barely conscious, muttered this. Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed the alderman. That's right. The mayor actually confessed to the murder right then and there.
That's a tough one to overcome.
Oh, he confessed. Order! Order in the court! This is quite conclusive testimony as if it stands. Just so, and quite astonishing, I might add. I only learned of this fact during the recess.
Hey, Adam!
Shackles shan't seal Simon Steel Samurai Spirit.
Shan't.
Very good. The
Shackle.
alliteration.
Really good. Shackle,
Very
Shan't,
good.
Seal, Simon, Steel, Samurai, Spirit.
I just love surprises, don't you? That's why I saved the best for last. Consider it a gift from me to you.
No way. I don't believe Mr. LaBelle heard the mayor confess.
But is this really true? Did Mayor Tenma really confess? It is indeed. During the last recess, I confirmed it with the mayor's daughter. It would seem Mayor Tenma actually did confess. That testimony is quite favorable to the prosecution's.
This is LaBelle. Yes, I called earlier about the party reservations. That's right. And I'll be calling my little shindig Mayor Tenma's Conviction Gala.
Gross.
A splendid time is guaranteed for all but the mayor and his defense.
Well, as it seems our witness is a very busy man, let's get straight to his testimony. Mr. LaBelle, please tell us what you saw when you came upon the scene of the crime.
I was in the hallway, hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession.
You know, that natural thing LaBelle does
No
during the
big
day.
deal.
Upon learning of her father's crime, little Jinxie fled without ever noticing me. Immediately after that, the mayor came to, stood up, opened the forbidden chamber. As I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison. In shock, I fled down the hallway to get to my right, to the one with the phone at the end. No, Chris, it's like a back massage.
I must say, this is a shocking revelation. Quite unexpected. To think the defendant actually confessed, and then and there, to his crime.
Oh, poor Jinxie, look at her.
Hey, Chris Lee.
Air guitar, air sword, coffee whip, or logic? Air sword.
Coffee.
Air sword. Ah.
Perhaps the guilt was too much to bear, so he confided in his daughter.
You do realize that you should not have withheld such crucial testimony from the court. I really don't like you.
Once again, sorry. It's just, I feared being accused if I mentioned coming upon that most unpleasant scene.
Why did the mayor's confession have to be brought up by this guy? Oh, I hate this guy.
We better do something before the judge declares the mayor guilty.
as a death row inmate once told me in years gone by. There is a time to fight, and a time to yield, a time to live, and a time to die.
Ugh, he's laying it on real thick now.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
I was in the hallway, hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession.
Hold it!
You claim the mayor confessed to his daughter. Are you sure about that?
Peasant! You wouldn't dare ask such a question if you truly understood. True beauty is never wrong.
It's not?
No, beauty is carved deep in the DNA.
No, Phantom Beard, we wouldn't allow this.
That means I'm programmed to always be right, even when I'm wrong.
I'm not following.
These exquisite ears like flowers abloom. These eyes that shine like pearls.
Also, his are sarcastic apologies. We give real apologies. So
Yeah.
that's the big difference, by the way. Just so you know.
You bumped into us. We are really sorry
Truly sorry.
that we got in your
Hair,
way.
like the finest silk, nothing can corrupt the truth they hold.
But if you don't hold the door for me, you're the one who's going to be sorry,
Oh, yeah.
whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's like being tarred and feathered, but maple syruped and
Ooh.
and beaver tailed.
Oh. Oh, you best.
Yeah. Right.
The witness will hurry up and explain this truth of his. Specifically, what did Jinxie Tenma do upon hearing the confession?
Under her confession.
Upon learning of her father's crime, little Jinxie fled without ever noticing me.
Hold it!
How did Miss Tenma appear to you?
Oh? The poor little thing seemed positively heartbroken, all teary-eyed and whatnot. I couldn't help but shed a few tears myself after seeing her like that.
But my makeup didn't run because I have Je suis LaBelle, and I carry it with me all the time. It allows me to cry tears of joy and sadness without ever having to reapply. Don't buy yours today.
It's only for me, peasants.
He actually sympathized with Jinxie?
It's the best slogan ever.
It's only for me, peasants. Ding!
That would be the best commercial ever. Just like, yeah. You'll never have it. Only for me, peasants. Ding.
It seems like an overly human emotion for him.
Yeah, because he's the only real monster we've seen so far. Looks and is in character.
The next thing I did was check my face in the mirror.
Checked your face? Why?
To behold the beauty that is my sadness. Why else?
It had been so sad. Just wanted to see yourself cry.
Just got like Marley and me on one screen, a mirror on the other.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Apollo, I'm starting to lose faith in all of this.
I know the feeling, but hang in there. At least keep faith in our client.
Let's just keep on moving, shall we? So what happened next?
Immediately after that, the mayor came to, stood up, and opened the forbidden chamber.
He opened the forbidden chamber? Why would he do that?
Who knows? Maybe he wanted to free the demon Tenma Taro.
Maybe he had to take a leak. I call that freeing the demon.
Objection!
The courtroom is no place for fairy tales. Remember, you are under oath.
Hello, LaBelle speaking. Yes, I will certainly explore the matter. Toodles!
Also a lie.
Now, where were we again?
You're gonna tell us the real reason why the mayor opened the forbidden chamber.
Oh yes, Hello, this is LaBelle. Oh, good one, sir. You're an absolute riot. Okay, bye. You were saying?
Never mind. This was a waste of time. He's just gonna tell more lies.
The witness will focus on his testimony and not his phone calls. Please. Now, tell the court what you did after you saw the mayor open the forbidden chamber.
Well, after that... As I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison.
Oh, sorry.
In shock, I... Hold it! Hold it!
What was Mr. Filch like at the time?
He was shouting, I can't see! I can't see! It's the curse, O Tenma Taro! Then he took off running like a madman.
He must have been blinded by the sudden light flooding in.
Wrong.
What?
He set eyes upon me, and was thus blinded by my radiant beauty.
Uh-huh.
Great.
So, it was the curse of Florent LaBelle rather than Tenma Taro?
Yes, I'm afraid such beauty can be a curse. It's almost criminal.
The only thing criminal here is your... The only thing criminal here is your ceaseless jabbering. Now, get on with your testimony.
Oh, forgive me, your darkness. Let's see. Oh, yes, I fled for dear life from Tenma Taro and... In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, to the one with the phone at the end.
After you fled into the hallway with the phone at the end, Tenma Taro ran off towards the foyer?
Precisely.
Notice any inconsistencies, Apollo?
Well, Jinxie also saw Tenma Taro, right?
She did. She said they passed by each other in the hall after she made that call to the police.
Well, if LaBelle had fled down the hall where that phone is, Jinxie would have seen him when she was returning to make her call.
Oh, right. And if she saw him, she definitely would have asked for him for help.
Right. It just doesn't make any sense. Time to review the evidence.
If we don't find some way to poke a hole in his testimony, Mayor Tenma's as good as guilty.
Oh, this is bad, very bad.
We need to find an inconsistency, a mistake or some kind of conflict.
It's all over if we can't find a flaw in the prosecution's case.
So it's probably the last one with the Jinxie testimony? Or the diagram? You think?
After that, Mayor came too, stood up.
My confusion on like how this story even pretends to line up is that Jinxie went up to the door and opened it and saw the scene, and then LaBelle said that, oh, and I was hiding right over here and she didn't see me.
Yeah.
But he says he was hiding outside of that room. There's nothing to hide behind. So she walked up not afraid,
You didn't see where he was hiding?
just at the end of the hallway past the door.
Yeah, but he was in the shadows.
Hiding in the shadows.
Behind the door, maybe.
I think it's no, I think it was Nyan said. Go to the last statement and throw. Well, actually, let's see. And then see Jinxie's testimony. Just make sure it says something about the phone. Oh. After leaving the scene and calling the police, they passed each other at a bend in the hall as he made for the foyer. He was carrying staff like.
Yeah, I guess that doesn't make any sense because His
They would-
version
yeah.
of it was that where Jinxie was. Yeah, wait, because she went and used the phone, but then if she used the phone, then LaBelle would have been there.
Well, but then she used the phone, and right when she was coming back, that's when Taro ran out. And then she went somewhere, right? Followed him into the foyer, maybe. And then actually,
she couldn't call for help because there was no one else in the hall. But it says that she called.
Yeah.
yeah.
The order of operations is Jinxie opens door, sees the scene, and flees.
Yeah.
LaBelle enters the scene.
Yeah.
And
Tenma opens the forbidden chamber,
and
outbursts.
then flees. And then when does Taro flee?
After the forbidden chamber. I think this works.
Objection! He has phones on his shoulders.
I think so. It's all,
Yeah.
It says she fled towards the foyer.
And it also says there was no one else in the hall. And it said, I fled down the hallway to my right.
Where did we get the whole? Was it here?
What? Which one?
I ran in terror. No. Okay, hold on. Let me see this really quickly. He opened the phaser. Why would he do that?
Who knows? Maybe you want to be the demon.
I don't know.
Hello, LaBelle speaking. Yeah, I can do
Yeah.
that. Now, where were
saying
we
that.
again? You were telling us why the real reason. Oh, yes, of course.
And
Hello?
bell rings. He doesn't say anything
Oh,
more.
you're so funny. Okay, you were saying we'll just
Waste of time. So it's definitely not that one.
Yeah.
well, after that.
Yeah.
Hold it!
Yeah, it is what we were already talking about, because the order of operations, actually, the doors open and out came Taro, and he said, and I fled in terror as he exited. So they would have all seen each other.
Everybody would have seen everybody else.
I feel good with this last one and Jinxie's testimony.
Without ever noticing me.
Hold it! Crying, sympathize.
Checked your face in the mirror. Why?
My beauty that is sadness.
Yeah.
Faith.
So was it the very first one? Because he had the map out and he showed all the movements and stuff. Is what I'm looking for.
Oh. No,
I think it's this one.
Hold it!
Or was that before? It wasn't a press.
I'm pretty sure it's before, not a press, maybe from the last. Yeah, I think it's from the last thing altogether.
Yeah. No.
Wait,
that
no,
was the
this is
last
it.
one.
Oh, no. Oh.
Okay.
But yeah. What are you looking for right now?
I'm looking for the order of operations, but it's fine. So you want to go this with Jinxie's statement?
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Objection!
Poem. Flora and LaBelle, you're lying about having witnessed these events from the hallway.
I guess we haven't.
What on earth do you mean?
Yes, can't film the rest of us, Mr. Justice.
If Mr. LaBelle had really fled down into the hall with the phone in it, he would have crossed paths with Ms. Tenma.
What's this?
After she discovered the crime scene, she immediately went to call the police. Then, after making her call, she went back to the main hallway. Whereupon she encountered the demon, yokai, or whatever you want to call it. As for me, I call it Phineas Filch in a Tenma Taro costume.
The encounter happened right here where the hallway meets. As for Mr. LaBelle, if he had fled here, feigning escape from the yokai imposter,
Oh, yes, the two would have crossed paths.
Thanks, Gio. Thanks, Randy. Right, except Miss Tenma told us that there was no one else in the hall. In short, Miss Tenma did not see you in the hall because you were never really there.
Oh, my eyes!
Oh my God.
beautiful eyes!
We did it! Ha! Not such a fabulous scent now, is it?
But, Mr. Justice, the witness also stated he heard the mayor confess. If he was lying about hearing the confession from the hall, then where was he when he heard it? I guess we'll just have to find out next time. I know to say, but
Oh, where was he? We're gonna find out next
Where
time.
was
We're
he?
gonna forget by the time we get there tomorrow. Yo, everybody. I got a few things to put up on the board. Big thanks for coming out. Don't forget to throw a thumbs up on the video.
Adam.
Adam!
There's a time to fight and a time to
fight
yield.
and
A time to... Oh, you want to do it?
no, it's okay.
A time to live and a time to die. But that and more will have to happen next time on Dual Destinies.
Yeah, guys, thanks for being here with us in this game. It's a lot of fun. Freaking
Oh, and that's
a clay hanger.
Wait, was that a Ripstream boss? Yeah, it looks like it was a Ripstream boss. Jenny,
Could have been.
I will trust you. Get your likes on because
I
my
call
goodness.
for a 22-hour recess, and we'll be here tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. We got Persona 4 Golden coming up right after this. It's gonna be a good time. You're gonna want to be there. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good. I'm nodding with you. Are you
Nodding
guys
with
nodding?
me.
Nodding that you're gonna
Uh-huh.
be there to like the video at least because are you doing your part? I'm doing my part.
Yeah, we're all doing. Are you? Have you ever? Would you like to know more?
Have you ever had a dream
Damn,
where
that board is
where-
lit.
I
It's
know,
only
man.
half month.
I know.
Holy crow!
Fills up.
Thank you guys so much for letting us do what we do.
Every single day. So we'll
Single
see you
thing.
tomorrow at 12:30 for Ace Attorney, 3:30 tonight for Persona 4, and get hyped for Friday because we got Dokapon happening over on Twitch. Follow us,
Dokapon.
link down below, and it's gonna be fun times.
Yeah.
Till we see you then. Bye.
Wait, how many likes were there?
Oh, God, I
121.
121. Thanks, friend.
121
I'm gonna say
likes.
125 because I think that you guys are gonna get there by the time I type all this. Okay. 6250. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Bye.